And greetings, I'm not dead, motherfuckers.
Woo!
He made it. He survived.
Yay.
I'm glad for that pudding.
Me too. Man, that was a terrible 4 fucking days. Holy shit. And now apparently everyone else has gotten this goddamn fucking crazy flu. Oh, fuck all of that, I tell you.
Well, the flu's never fun.
Oh yeah, sucks all sorts of big balls, man. Fuck.
Well, it was a pleasure of mine to sub for you yesterday.
Thank you. I literally was gonna only pass out for like 3 hours, and that turned into like, God, 8, 10, however long I was out for. Oh, that was some crazy shit, I tell you.
Oh,
Yeah.
prostate. We decided that you're the penguin.
Okay. Well, all right.
I think it's just because of the hat.
Okay. Ah, okay. I see. I see. Like the Danny. God, what is his name?
DeVito?
DeVito. Yeah, his version with the hat. The creepy one. I like that. He's my favorite incarnation of that. Man. It's like I do like the one that's on Gotham. That's quite excellent show.
That's probably the best character on Gotham, I think, man.
And yeah, and that's saying something, man, because they're all pretty fucking good, in my opinion. I was surprised, you know, since really the story is really about the city.
Mm.
Yeah, I need to get back to watching that Gotham show one of these days.
I didn't much care for the 3rd season, but I haven't seen any of the 4th season yet. I have to wait till that jumps up on Netflix.
Okay.
So I usually don't watch these when they first air.
Yeah, it comes back a little more to where it's a little more oriented towards, you know, the development of all the characters. You know, it wasn't focused. You know, that second half of the season was focused on Jim Gordon and then, you know, the ex-girlfriend and her fiance and all that stuff, and then that contagion. You know, this is a little more eclectic is the word I would use. It's really good. So,
okay.
I'm gay for that show. So anyway.
Yeah, I'm waiting for all these current seasons to end because that usually it occurs from about say late May to about maybe early August is when all the 2017, 2018 seasons are put up on Netflix for the various superhero-oriented shows.
Yeah, they take their little seasonal breaks. They can get their fifis together and figure out what type of pro-commie direction they're going to go with.
Especially Supergirl, damn.
Yeah, see, that's the one I don't watch. That's the only one I don't watch, man.
I made it through both seasons that are on Netflix. That was hard. That took effort.
That was one of those things
that making me feel like I'm missing something because I haven't seen any of this mess.
Oh yeah.
Long story short, Marvel's newest thing is you must capitulate to the Allahu rape bar, the Allahu shank bar, the communist utopia and all its lies, and all the quad-gender trans-dimensional spectrum of bullshit that entails, and all of that.
So I'll just stick to
crap.
Well, Supergirl's DC.
They're all DC for the TV.
And
I know they're doing
thank you for correcting me.
Dude.
Yeah, Supergirl's DC, and the showrunners for I think most of these DC shows are very steeped in SJW stuff. I think Supergirl, for some reason, they've gotten away with a lot more of it than in other shows. But the other shows in the DC, they have their elements of SJW nonsense, but it's Supergirl in particular where they've just they went whole hog on that one.
Yeah, but I think with you know, Flash, Arrow, and Legends of Tomorrow is a little more, I would say, but the Flash and Arrow are kind of they're very, 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 very popular. I love them.
Yeah.
And, you know, the political shit doesn't really. It's real. It's well, you know, it's well told, and it's at least balanced. You know.
Yeah, it's the most modest out of all the other DC shows on the air right now.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything from Legion or Runaways or any of these other shows. They haven't popped up on Netflix yet. And
I'll be right back.
I still haven't seen flipping Agent Carter. I'd like to see more of that. The only thing I've seen of her is the little one shot that they had on. I can't remember which was it, Thor: The Dark World, or one of the Blu-rays that they, one of the movies. That's all I've seen of her and what her performance was in Captain America: The First Avenger.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the one called The Gifted. That's pretty good, mutant kind of thing. And Agents of Shield is they're wrapping up this season. This season is the final season, and so far I like what I'm seeing with that. I don't know, man. I'm real forgiving with this shit.
Mm.
Ken, what else is there, man? There's one other. Black Lightning.
Yeah, they turned a black guy into a
Into a what?
That's what they did with Black Lightning. They turned her into a transgender lesbian.
Lol.
Oh yeah, the daughter. Yeah, there's yeah. At least it takes place on Earth too, because I didn't recognize any of that shit, and none of it, rang with me. But I can see, it's like if you're black and you grow up in a black, so it makes sense. I don't know. It should speak, I guess.
At least it's the black main character who seems to be the most red-pilled.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe they have ulterior motives with that.
I don't know.
Maybe they're gonna start pushing. Hey, maybe you shouldn't be all worried about your fifis and your fofos and your fi-fis and how many genders you can cram into your ginies. Maybe you should just worry about killing the bad guy, motherfucker. Ever think about that? Huh? Maybe you should think about getting a fucking job? Huh? Maybe. I don't know. Phew! Oh, I got evaporated due to bad views and all the fifis complaining about glug 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 glug.
I think we can safely say Burnside is back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Essentially, the translation here is that there are no SJWs in foxholes.
That's no shit. No shit. Or
No, there are not.
Oh dear.
Yeah, when the bullets are flying over your head, you forget all about dyeing your hair blue
And whether or not the guy shooting at you is a transgender Muslim.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter anymore.
Oh Lord.
But
So
if I had my druthers, I wouldn't mind having a very angry bull dyke in the foxhole with me. I don't know. I just think my odds would be better that way.
feeding you the belt of ammo.
That's damn Skippy, man. Give me the fucking Mont Deuce and
And any ammo you don't fire, she'll wear as an actual belt later.
she'll be tossing the pineapples, man. That's right.
Uh,
We won't need a grenade launcher. No blooper with that one.
funny. Good shit though.
Yeah. So, shall we have a little bit of an NHL break here?
Let's hear
Oh, why the hell not?
scores.
Let me get that loaded up. See if my laptop will be cooperative today.
Never.
Okay, let's see. What do we have on the slate tonight? Looks like San Jose Sharks are beating the St. Louis Blues at 8:31 in the third period. They're up 3-2. LA Kings, unfortunately, Irving, are up 3-2 on the Winnipeg Jets with a 9:32 left in the third.
Lots of time. Lots of time.
Yeah, lots of time to tie that one up. Let's see. Oilers are currently beating the Bruins 10:49 in the second. The Vancouver Canucks are knotted at 0 with the Colorado Avalanche at 13:09 in the first. The Toronto Maple Leafs, which are not, I repeat, not your favorite team, Irving. They were successful in defeating Florida Man, 1-0. So the Florida Panthers have lost to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's see. Yeah, the Columbus Blue Jackets have taken out the New Jersey Devils 2-1. Looks like the Philadelphia Flyers took down the Montreal Canadiens. That's going to be 3-2 for that score. Florida Man got some revenge on the Washington Capitals. The Tampa Bay Lightning have defeated the Caps 4-2. And the Nashville Predators have defeated the Detroit Red Wings 3-2. And that, of course, was the NHL break brought to you by the next 6 minutes.
Excellent. Seems like Florida Man is making a comeback. Before you know it, he'll be right back to his daily diet of narcotics and sexual arrangements with alligators and various other animals within arm's reach that might kill him.
Hey, now be careful. You're going to start making the people in Washington jealous, man.
I don't think they'll be jealous of the alligators. I mean, they can't raise the devil by having sex with an alligator, at least as far as I know.
We're talking Washington State, where as long as the animal is over 140 pounds, it's considered consenting.
No shit, really? Oh, they should have brought that into law in Florida. Or maybe people from Florida will go and capture their gators. They'll take them over to Washington, and then they'll fornicate with them publicly and go, "Oh no, it's all right. It's consenting."
I think they just figured if you can, like, there's no way you could overpower the animal that was 140 pounds, so it must be consenting.
Let me say, the sheep run scared in Washington.
I don't know, man. You give a Florida man a lot of narcotics, man. They gain superhuman strength and an incredible will to just sodomize the most violent of animals: alligators, emus, ostriches, giant trailer park wives.
Oh my gosh. Well, we don't have really much on the slate as far as the chaos news goes. We just have 2 stories tonight. So
2 stories of Florida, man. Oh shit.
There are a couple of doozies, but yeah, we only have two stories from our senior Florida correspondent and Colleen Bernier.
It must be a slow season down there. Fuck. Tara, do you got anything that's going on in Florida? Any people pumping dogs or gators or any crazy shit like that? Driving cars into waterfalls?
Is Colleen in the audience tonight?
She's probably still out of her monkey.
Nope. She is not with us.
Let's see.
What's going on, dude?
Let's see. I'm looking for some stories myself.
Okie dokie. So I know here and there I dropped some in the server.
Yeah, I'm looking at a book on Gab. I think Sir Adamantine and I are going to start doing a little series on art.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah,
Nice.
man.
Classy.
Yeah, I might as well do something with this fucking degree.
I feel you.
Couldn't get a job with it.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Oh, that reminds me of a bad joke.
Tell it,
shit.
for fuck's sake. Please.
What does the engineering student ask? How does it work? What does the physics student ask? Why does it work? What does the accounting student ask?
How much
will it cost?
Right.
What does the liberal arts student ask? Do you
How
want
many
fries
genders
with
does
that?
Oh, that's funny.
Well, I got a Tennessee man story.
Reality.
All right.
So very frustrating. Tennessee inmate has escaped for the 6th time, sheriff says.
I got to tell Tennessee Marine, man.
Stop the
Yeah.
story right there. At this point, he's earned it. Let him go.
Hey, no, that ain't the way it works in Tennessee.
Where is it?
Oh, man. The first time this Tennessee inmate escaped from jail, he'd been locked up for, what else? Evading arrest, authorities said. Including that first jailbreak, Philip Andrew Marshall has now put up his evasion skills to use by bolting from jail a total of 6 very frustrating times, according to the Bedford County Sheriff's Office. The latest successful flight from custody was on Monday at 5 a.m., just a month after his last escape from the correctional facility in Shelbyville, Tennessee. Marshall was able to sneak away last month when he was left unshackled during his shower, despite the fact he's always supposed to be shackled outside his cell, the sheriff's office said. He then made a break for it through the door a jail employee failed to completely shut. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. Sometimes employees don't do what they're supposed to, Sheriff Austin Swing told the TV station after Marshall's 5th escape last month. Part of the problem is that the jail is so packed, authorities said. Though the jail's capacity is between 100 and 105 inmates, the Time-Gazette reports that as recently as October...
That's nothing. Nothing, I tell you.
It's housed nearly 200 people. Compounding that overcrowding problem is a workforce shortage, Swing told the news outlet that at times inmates outnumber jail guards 50-1. Quote, right now, we're still terribly shorthanded, Bedford County Jail Administrator Tom Loki told the newspaper. We're just treading water.
For a minute,
Bedford County.
For a minute, I thought this guy was like some sort of modern day Houdini, just like an escape artist. And it turns out Bedford County, Tennessee just sucks.
That can lead to mishaps, Swing said. It's just human error. You don't leave a door open in the jail or a door unlocked in the jail.
It's a fucking jail.
Oh my
Locks are the whole fucking be all and end all of it, man.
Wow, they need to take
I'm not sure they all know what a lock is. This is Bedford County we're talking about. You blink and you miss the damn. It's okay. I'm not even sure half these people have locks on their doors in their houses.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Okay.
Shelbyville, yeah,
That's-
Shelbyville is
Well,
it's
with 200
considered
people.
civilization. It's about 60 miles south of Las Vegas.
I guess they're
Yeah.
lucky that the inmates aren't smart enough to overrun the prison.
Yep, pretty much. That's the only thing keeping that place running.
No, you're saying that people, it's such a small town that the people don't have locks on their doors. You figure with 200 people being arrested and incarcerated, they're going to have to smarten up and start putting locks on their
Yeah, no shit.
No, Irvin, the problem is if that guy busts in your door, you shoot him dead, the cops come and roll him out the door.
Oh.
Yeah. He doesn't even have to have a weapon on him. He comes busting through your door.
Yeah,
and then you can drop him dead and nobody's going to say a word. You won't even go see the judge.
Beautiful.
Oh, fun.
Well, in October, Marshall and 2 other inmates got out by sneaking into the jail's attic, then using bed sheets as a makeshift rope to rappel to freedom. I thought that was just in movies.
Nope, it works in Shelby.
So this jailhouse has fallen for a movie trope.
Oh my God!
I was expecting
That's
you to
funny.
say that they had escaped through the sewer system like in Shawshank.
Oh God.
Or throw one of those cartoon holes on the wall and just walk right through.
You guys thought I was kidding. This place is middle of nowhere.
Oh my gosh. You have the dummy in the bed.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You need to definitely take some lessons from 26 in California here. We got a couple thousand locked up there that are trying to escape, and they don't get anywhere. They don't get anywhere far at all.
You know, I'm just saying this. I think they should test. They should test all these birthday cakes the inmates are getting for high iron content. I'm just saying. Anyhow,
Yeah, they haven't noticed it's everybody's birthday almost every day.
we've got a lot of birthdays. Oh my gosh. The month before that, Marshall had escaped from the county's workhouse where he was staying at the county, staying as the county did repairs on the jail. During his January escape, Marshall only remained a fugitive for a day, but that was enough to alarm those who lived near the jail. I checked all the windows and doors this morning. Jessica Moore, who lives on the street. Marshall fled down in January. When I heard a knock on the door, I wondered if I should answer it because it scares me that he's running loose again. 2 guards chased Marshall. Yeah. So she knows that this guy's been breaking out. So he's known in the community. Oh, it's that guy that keeps breaking out.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time before somebody shoots him, guys, and it'll be the end of it.
You know, I will laugh if he winds up going to everybody's house in town and they give him a beer. Hey, you're that there fella that keeps freaking out in jail. Here, can I get your autograph on my beer? Let's take one of them cell phones together.
Cell phones.
Well, I think that the guards need to get in shape because 2 of them chased Marshall as he fled, but yet he still managed to get away. I think it's crazy that they haven't done more, especially with the ones who continue to break out, Moore said. Marshall had been in the jail on non-violent charges, the deputy told the Tennessean. On Facebook, commenters mused that the escape artist's potential is going untapped. Too bad the Winter Olympics does not have a hide-and-seek event. This guy would be a national hero. Swing said last month before Marshall's latest stunt that the county would have to do more to train its jail employees to prevent the escapes. We will have to deal with our employees and hopefully get them back on track so we don't make these mistakes again.
They're going to have a 2-day class on closing doors.
And a day and a half class on what it means to keep somebody shackled at all times.
God.
And the dangers of sheet ropes.
Yep. Well, you guys also realize that jail doesn't even have razor wire around the fence, right? I mean,
wait, what?
This is it's a seriously minimum security type place. It's not surprising. Yeah, it's not surprising he keeps cutting the fence.
God, why haven't they heard?
It's so low security. I imagine that the pizza guy can arrive directly to your cell.
Probably.
Now that would be awesome. To be able to order pizza from your cell. That would be some awesome shit. That would be the best way to not get shanked.
Hey, Irving.
Hmm.
When was the last time you were in Windsor?
Oh, very long time, actually.
Have you heard of the Windsor Hum?
Yeah.
Well, here's an article about that. A buzz about town. Canada city plagued by mysterious, creepy humming noise that's been driving residents mad for years, and nobody knows what it is. The low-level noise, dubbed the Windsor Hum, can be heard throughout Windsor, Ontario, home to almost 220,000 people. Let's see. The Windsor hum can be heard throughout Windsor, Ontario, home to almost 220,000 people, but it has been reported 90 miles away in the U.S. city of Cleveland. So Browns fans are getting into the fun. Complaints of the part noise, part vibration arose in 2011 when locals initially compared it to rattling windows. But as the hum began to vary its intensity, droning on for days at unbearable levels, distressed locals have taken to all forms of social media to question their hearing and vent their frustrations. On Twitter, Kieran Owen wrote, "Heard the Windsor hum for the first time, like a distant yet gigantic lawnmower."
You know what they should do? They should go to City Hall and start asking questions and not social media. That might actually get the hum to shut the hell up. But I don't know. I'm just a guy that knows, you know, how city government works. You know, what the hell do I know about a Windsor hum? For all I know, it could be somebody's giant vibrator plugged into.
Well, I think this is a wasted opportunity for cross-promotion with the Husqvarna or Craftsman or one of these other companies that put out lawnmowers.
Yeah, it could be. They decided to make a massive monster-sized one and said, all right, let's just plug this fucker in. And people for thousands of miles away, what is that weird humming sound? That sounds like a car having sex with the carburetor.
There's a couple of interesting things about this, though, is that, one, not everybody hears it. In fact, most people don't. And two, it's not the only place in the world where the hum is a thing. Like, I think there's another town somewhere in England.
Yeah,
there's
somewhere in
probably
London, they got the same thing.
Yeah, there's a town in the southwest. I can't remember where it is, though, but there's various places in the world that have the mysterious hum.
So perhaps it has something to do with like wind and architecture, maybe?
I couldn't even tell you.
Could be.
Thinking electricity.
But I'll tell you this. Introducing the Windsor hum from Craftsman.
No, from Adam and Eve.
Oh, Lord, that's funny. I could totally see it being some form of butt whistle.
Jim Dunstan, who may be new to the local area, questioned on Facebook, "Is there something going on? Can hear a loud humming and mechanical noises consistently in the past half hour or so." Let's see. Others have likened the sound to a fleet of diesel engine positioned right next to your home, or the vibrations blasting from a concert subwoofer, rather. A Twitter group established to examine the Windsor hum claimed the noise was at its worst in 2016. The Windsor, was it the Windsor hum, or was it the tears falling from all the salty SJWs?
I think it's them trying to include robot sexuality into their gender spectrum, so they just got a whole bunch of robots and decided, all right, start fornicating until we can consider this a gender. And then there you go, you got your Windsor hum.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to say. It was
Windsor
like,
hummer.
you're exactly there. You go.
The hum got sexy in Silicon Valley. Anyhow.
Oh, baby, give me a Windsor Hummer now.
Yeah, a guy that calls himself the Windsor hum wrote, "The hum is worse than it's been in years." A day later, another post said, "An entire community is being shaken by the hum, 24 hours and no rest." Locals have been affected by such an extent they launched a private Facebook group to vent their frustrations, but also trying to find out their own solutions. Mike Provost, who helps run the page, has collected more than 4,000 pages of daily observations of the sound during different weather conditions in a bid to find a cause. Let's see. Sabrina Weiss beckoned others to consider having to leave their hometown full of everything they know and love just to escape the sound. Researchers from the Canadian government, the University of Windsor, and the University of Western Ontario launched a series of studies to investigate its cause, but are still yet to provide concrete explanations. A report from the University of Windsor suggested the hum originates from the Zug Island on the Detroit River because it is full of manufacturing operations. Noises similar to the hum have been reported in dozens of communities across the world, including Australia and England. In Britain, a so-called Bristol hum made headlines in the late 1970s. The low-pitched drone noise troubled residents for years as they reported sleep loss and sickness.
Okay, I'm putting a link in the side chat here on the page. Oh crap! I don't have a match. Okay. But it's to the recording of the 2011 version of the Windsor hum.
Okay.
One word, guys. Aliens.
It's always aliens.
It's always aliens.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's robots fornicating because they want to add that onto their gender spectrum. Robotic fornication.
Yeah, not until they get pedophilia on there first, man. I hate to say it, but
like I already said, them cyborgs ain't gentle. It would be a very different sound.
We'll take it dark.
Good.
When the sun goes down, the hum goes up.
That sounds like a bad porno, Six.
Yeah, it does.
That's
funny.
That wouldn't die. That's right. Just thought when you thought it was safe to go back in that house. No, it's the hum that won't die. It's coming after you now. It's Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yes.
Lol.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know. I think I'm out of hum jokes. That was I was about to end it.
That was
a humdinger.
All right, let me listen to what this thing allegedly sounds like.
Oh my gosh. I'll get the next story queued up.
It's nearly 1 minute of this dude bitching about it. There is no sound.
Yeah, like they were talking about the universities doing studies and stuff and saying, but they haven't discovered a cause of it. That's because they actually haven't discovered the hum. None of their recording equipment picks this up, right? So, saying, oh, well, if you're hearing something,
to me.
What's that?
Just sounds like regular ambience to me.
Yeah, like if you're hearing something, maybe it's those fucking factories over there, because that's something all those towns that have a hum have in common, is that they're factory towns, right? Towns built around, steel mills or whatever the fuck they're called, and different stuff, right?
I got a funny one for you. Apparently, Vice News did a thing on this. This is so lame.
Oh dear.
They've according to Vice News, the hum is yet another gender of robot sexuality, and it is protesting because it must be included into the inclusivity of gender identity politics.
It's the R in the alphabet salad. Let's see. Okay, we have a wonderful little story about a drunk monkey.
Nice.
That has gone on a rampage near a bar.
That's what I was about to ask. Did the drunk monkey get violent?
Did he end up on Andy Warski today?
No.
No, he ended up on Dancing Monkey.
Just by chance.
Yes. A monkey, which was in an inebriated state, went on a rampage in and around a bar at Kaminahali on Monday evening before falling asleep on the road. Animal welfare board staff reached the spot after local residents called them up and shifted the animal to a rehabilitation center. A few miscreants attracted the monkey by offering food. As it started consuming the food, they forced it to consume alcohol. Minutes later, the monkey turned tipsy and slept in front of the bar. It got up after some time and started jumping from table to table, started attacking customers who fled from the bar. It came from out of the bar and then slept on the road.
Monkey
Drunken
Irishman. Drunken Irishman. That's funny.
And we have another story. Oh, this one's. I don't. Oh, okay. Apparently, police pull over a car, and oranges come tumbling out. Oranges. Yes. I guess somebody has a low vitamin C. Yes, that's a car crammed to the hilt with oranges. Police in Seville, Spain came across the bizarre scene when they pulled over two cars after a short chase. Wow. I guess, damn. According to Europa Press, officers suspected something wasn't quite right when they saw the cars driving very close together. When they tried to pull the cars over, they took off. A short chase through the dirt road followed, and the news agency reported. Later, they found a truck also packed with oranges. Altogether, the police recovered more than 4 tons of oranges. The drivers claimed they were from very far away and had been stopping and collecting oranges along the way. The cops didn't buy it. They later learned the oranges were stolen from a shipment. They charged the 5 people, a couple and their adult son and 2 brothers, with theft. Nothing tastes better than a stolen orange.
These people must be poor if they're stealing oranges.
I don't
4
understand.
tons.
Well, my neighbors give them away.
If they'd stolen a whole truckload, literal truckload of oranges, I don't understand why they still be like, nah, more, and just fill up the cars. You have a whole fucking truckload of oranges, guys.
Once you get the oranges, then you get the power.
Well, it got rid of an epidemic of scurvy that the family had. So they walked into jail with perfect posture.
Yeah.
But they won't be walking out with perfect posture.
Nope.
Maybe not.
Maybe they were trying to develop the orange-powered super weapon.
There will be sodomy.
The story is completely true. It is totally not Pulp Fiction.
Dry.
Yeah, dry. Dry as a dry martini.
With orange juice.
Yeah, with orange juice.
That's what those poor bastards' rectums.
Hey, it's cold and flu season. How do we prep? Well, we need 4 tons of oranges. Better not let the cops find out. Vitamin C is illegal.
I'll laugh my ass off if that's the stupid reason why they stole that many damn oranges.
Well, I didn't say.
Oh, bummer.
Oh, dear.
You thought my wit was dry. The writer says, "Orange, you glad it wasn't a banana?"
Oh,
man.
Right.
I'm pretty sure if they stole that many bananas, there'd be chimpanzees chasing them down.
They were too drunk.
They were all drunk outside the bar.
Waiting for Andy Worski.
Hey, you guys want to be on Worski Live?
Here, drink all this whiskey. I'll have to Photoshop that sometime.
Care for an orange?
Just say internet blood sports is bullshit.
Oh my gosh. So let's see. Let me find another story for us.
Sure. Yeah, speaking of blood sports, I just got the stats loaded. So after your
right.
stories, we can do that. Yep. We've got a considerable amount of dead bodies. The regular shots and what have you, they're sadly, not much, but more dead bodies at least. I think these guys are learning how to shoot straight, I dare say.
So no more nut shots?
Maybe they're actually going to the gun range.
Did y'all see any of those tweets of that witness that kept like fucking his lines up and shit? That was really strange. There was a tweet that went around, and it was this kid that was supposedly, of course, the conspiracy theorists are like going ape shit with the stuff, but it was still odd, to see this kid like screw up his lines and he would stop and he would say it, it's okay, we'll make it through, and they'll be like, oh, cut, and then it was really weird.
Yeah. So I'm also looking at a story. Witness teacher caught telling Parkland students to attend anti-Second Amendment rally.
Ah. The politicization of the schools, and now they're flat out using kids.
Yeah, they pretty much are.
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I know they are, because today Southridge High School in Beaverton had a march for gun control.
A school?
A high school.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't know if that's new in the U.S., but I mean, and on a smaller, let's say for lesser reasons, 20 years ago when I was in high school, teachers were pulling that shit, right? Like, okay, kids, we're all going to go outside and march it was honestly for the, in support of the teachers union. And I was like, why? I'm against you guys. I'll stay in class. You guys go ahead. And I got in a lot of shit for that.
I bet you did.
Yeah, like.
God, that is crazy.
And here's a Parkland survivor, media using tragedy to push gun control. Brandon Meinhof, a 18-year-old survivor of the Florida school shooting, slammed the media for politicizing the aftermath of the deadly incident. Meinhof, who was previously interviewed by CNN and MSNBC, told Fox News Tuesday that too many media outlets are focusing on gun control rather than the 17 people who died last Wednesday in the shooting. Quote, I wholeheartedly believe that the media is politicizing this tragedy, Meinhof said. It seems that gun control laws is the major topic of conversation rather than focusing on the bigger issue of 17 innocent lives being taken at the hands of another human. The survivor didn't knock his fellow classmates for pushing gun control, noting that they are well-meaning and passionate about the issue, but questioned why the media wasn't giving attention to students on the other side of the debate. Quote, I know many people who are pro-gun and others who support gun control, but it seems that the media is specifically targeting those in support of gun control to make them seem as if they are in the majority. And the liberal news outlets are the ones that seem to make the bigger effort to speak to these people. And I'm talking from experience, Meinhof explained. Meinhof was interviewed by Brian Williams on MSNBC last week and told the anchor that he believed that banning guns would just create a higher demand for them. All day Thursday, CNN was interviewing gun experts and specialists to brainwash the audience that gun control was a necessity, told Fox. They even have an army of my classmates trying to persuade other students that guns are unnecessary and should be illegal.
Fucking communists.
Hats off to this kid. Hats off to this kid, Brandon Meinhof.
Yeah, man, it's like the people that want to control you are the ones that want to take away your guns, so you can't fight them when it's just that's just a no-brainer. It's perfect. It's perfect. No nonsense, just common sense. I don't know, man. You were asking earlier, Irving, about what happened back in the day when. See, I'm old, so and if the teachers would have even hinted for us to get political in any way, shape, or form, in any direction, they would have probably gotten fired back then.
Right, right.
It was just I remember I had this one teacher that taught us about the Federalist Papers and shit, and it was like, he was like, make up your own mind. It was really a cool teacher, man. He was, I think he was an early libertarian because right when the Libertarian Party started, like 2 or 3 years before I voted, I was able to vote. I want to say like the late 70s, because the first time I was able to vote was 1980, and I remember that. You know, I didn't vote Democrat or Republican for 20 years.
Well, you know,
Yeah,
right? Some of us have never been a Democrat or Republican, but are others.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with that.
The first actual Republican that I voted for president was Donald Trump.
Hell yeah. Same here.
I've been voting since 96, and for office of president, they've either been a libertarian or another like Constitution Party, independent, something like that. They've never been, or I've actually one time I even wrote in. So it's I don't have much faith in either the Democratic Party or the Republican Party.
I understand what you're saying, Six. I've written in a few candidates as well. I wish there was more pull.
Yeah.
I'll give it time. The DNC seems to be falling flat on its face.
Well,
They can come up with his government shutdowns and banter.
But they're going further left, dude.
Speaking of
what are you talking about further left, Irate? They were the ones that created prohibition. They created the income tax in this country to begin with. The Jim Crow laws, they've always been way out in left field. They just hid it really well till recently.
Yeah.
Speaking of Democrats, California Assemblywoman Cristina Garcia denies groping accusations.
Yeah, I read this the other day.
Yeah, a California state lawmaker at the forefront of the #MeToo movement faces a growing number of sexual misconduct allegations herself.
Lord.
4 former employees filed a formal complaint against Democratic Assemblywoman Cristina Garcia. Another says he was fired after protesting when she suggested playing Spin the Bottle. Garcia has authored numerous bills about sexual assault and consent. She was even recently featured in Time Magazine's Person of the Year issue, recognizing the #MeToo movement's silence breakers.
Oh, Lord.
Well, it gets even weirder, Six.
Yeah.
Some women accusing as well.
Yeah, by now she is on voluntary leave as investigators look into claims she groped 2 men. Daniel Ferrero was working in the California State Capitol when he said Garcia cornered him at a staff softball game. I remember feeling a little confused about what happened, Ferrero said. She touched you sexually, Villarreal said. Yes, she had her hand dropped down. She grabbed my butt, and I spun around. I spun to turn around, and as I turned, she tried to reach for my crotch, and she did, Fierro said. When Villarreal asked Garcia whether Fierro's claims happened, Garcia said, no. What do you remember about happening that day, Villarreal asked. I was at the game at the end of the game, and I left with some staff members. So I have faith that the investigation will make sure and have all the facts around it and clear my name, Garcia said. A second unnamed accuser also claims Garcia made a graphic sexual proposal before groping him something she denies. The four former state employees have filed the formal complaint. Alleged Garcia talked openly about sexual activities with other elected officials, claiming to have sex in the assembly offices, and said having sex was a good way of getting information.
Fuck.
Wow.
Yep, that is your commie for
the old intelligence ruse. Yeah.
Oh God, that's funny.
Okay. So she says that's definitely not anything that happened. Not only did I not have those conversations, but I'm also not engaging in sex for information or for votes.
Or for votes. Oh, we found the Doppelganger of Bill Clinton.
Oh my
not have
gosh.
sexual relations with that woman. Not once, not one time. Now,
Oh, fuck
As
that.
I got the humidor loaded, though. You know what I'm talking about. Just saying.
As a hashtag
Oh,
Me Too
shit.
activist, she's called on those accused of harassment to resign immediately, but she does not plan to do so herself. Quote, I don't know if I would go so far as to say that's hypocritical. What I do know is that it's incredibly questionable, Fierro said. I'm going to be respectful of the process. I've been trying really hard to be respectful of people coming forward, Garcia said. I've never had allegations like this against me. Garcia has yet to be interviewed by investigators.
Do we
She's
have a
on,
picture of this woman?
Yeah, we do.
No.
I gotta see this. How fugly is this?
She's on the lower end of average, I would say. On
Yeah.
the far lower end of average.
I don't
So
know,
she's your averagely hideous bureaucrat. That
Pretty
figures.
much. She's on unpaid leave until the investigation is
Yeah,
complete.
but in North Dakota, she's gorgeous. Just saying, man.
There's no clear timeline on when that will be. Oh my gosh.
Just got a gab.
Oh, funny. Oh, God. I bet she's going to be on Tinder trying to smuggle votes.
It's
That's what
women
I'm
like that.
calling it nowadays, huh?
That's what you call campaigning there, Burnside.
Oh god.
She's on the campaign trail.
The
Swipe left. Swipe left.
grassroots campaign. That's right.
But
Oh,
it's women
shit,
like this,
that's
not even the sexual harassment, but the blatant hypocrisy from their position of power. Right? Anyone who's been accused should step down now that she's been accused. Oh, well, I don't think it. It's women like that that make me love those terribly misogynistic jokes.
Yeah.
I heard a great one the other day.
Tell
do
her. Fuck
Why
it.
why do women get periods? Because they
Oh my
deserve
God.
them.
Oh, shit.
Ah!
I
That's
hope you
horrible.
get diarrhea right now.
Don't-
Bloody diarrhea.
Don't ever trust nothing that bleeds 5 days in a row and don't die.
You might not trust us, but y'all love to fuck us.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
There's another place I call home.
Ah,
Oh dear.
That's a line from a Skinner song.
Yeah.
nice.
This one's kind of funny. This one's kind of funny. Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Okay. Meet the Olympic athletes who probably don't belong there.
North Korea.
Yeah, let's see. The history of the modern Olympic Games is littered with stories of dreamers. These athletes work hard, sometimes in obscurity, training long hours for that moment of glory as the world watches. Sometimes those moments end in medals, but obviously the vast majority don't. Make it to the podium, and some of the athletes who finish nowhere near the gold have the most fascinating stories. And these unbelievable Olympians have done what they've done without the left-leaning politics that seem to have permeated these games. Meet Germán Madrazo, the cross-country skier from Mexico. Not exactly a hotbed of Winter Olympic activity. Finished dead last in the 15-kilometer men's individual race. That's
Damn.
115th out of 115. As he completed the course, the 43-year-old who took up skiing in 2017 grabbed a Mexican flag and celebrated his country in the most heartwarming way imaginable. Other skiers from
By
warm...
running across the border and trying
That's what I was going to say, man. By defecting to the United States.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
man.
I know. Other skiers from warm weather nations greeted Madrazo as in triumph as he crossed the finish line. This Olympian gives hope to some of us old guys. Some athletes go so far as to compete for a country other than their homeland. You're probably wondering how this is possible. According to the Olympic Charter, an athlete must be a national of the country for which he or she is competing. In Pyeongchang, 178 athletes are nation jumpers, which constitutes around 6% of the athletes competing for nations in which they weren't born. A couple of this year's speed skaters provide good examples of how many athletes wind up competing for a different nation. So Mame Biney was born in Ghana, but she has lived in the United States since she was 5, so she competes for the red, white, and blue. Ted John Bloman, Ted John Bloman, has dual citizenship in the Netherlands and Canada. So he is competed for Canada because the Dutch speed skating team has such a deep bench. But a few athletes made their way to South Korea with some different goals in mind. You might remember Pita Fatafua as the shirtless Tongan flag bearer, both in Rio and the frozen opening ceremonies in Pyeongchang. He's actually an Australian native of Tongan descent who has managed to compete in both the Summer and Winter Olympics. 2 years ago in Rio, lost in the first round in judo, losing 19-1, which is apparently a bad score. This year he took up cross-country skiing.
19-1? What a dumbass.
This year he took up cross-country skiing in a dozen weeks before the Olympic Games, learning how to ski.
Suicide.
Learning how to ski.
What the fuck? This is like cross-country series just accepting applicants right now. It's like, fuck.
He learned how to ski on roller skis, which he called the worst thing possible. He went into the 15-kilometer men's individual race with 2 simple ambitions: finish before they turn the lights off and don't ski into a tree. He wound up finishing 114th. That's right, 1 place above Garamond Madrazo.
the Mexican. That's right, man.
Guy, I just got to say, if you cross-country ski into a tree, you fucking deserve it.
You're not wrong.
Oh my gosh.
Downhill skiing. You've got complete control over which direction you're headed.
Yeah, and don't those, like, after a while, the grooves are like pretty much, it's almost like fucking train tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And get this, he considered his finish a triumph. He's also considering a Hollywood career.
Oh, that's
wow.
Yeah.
So the question is, how many children does he depend on diddling if he wants to get into Hollywood?
I don't know. I don't know. But
how long of a line of cocaine can he do? Because that's those are the. How many women can he sexually violate within an hour after he gets done with the children?
Well, apparently one more than the guy that came in last.
One more than the
But, he'll get in just as long as he disses Trump, man.
Oh my gosh.
Something negative about the president.
Look for a new Disney movie starring this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that'll
okay.
How did the Jamaican bobsled team, how'd they've done this year? Does anybody know?
The women actually did pretty good. I don't know what the men's team was able to accomplish.
Okay.
So another nation jumping Olympian with a somewhat less inspiring story is Elizabeth Swaney. The Oakland native gamed the system, competing for Hungary, the homeland of her grandparents, in an event which not many women compete in order to get closer to the gold. The problem? Swaney isn't terribly good on skis. Oh my gosh. Swaney chose the women's freestyle skiing half-pipe event in which one of the Olympics which the Olympics needed to finish in the top 30 in a number of International Ski Federation World Cup events while accumulating enough points. She registered for events in which fewer than 30 women competed and performed minimally challenging runs so that she did not fall, thus accumulating the required points. So she's actually kind of smart, but she's still kind of a loser.
Dude, yeah, we were watching that the other night. The half pipe competition, pretty damn wicked, man.
Yeah.
Do 720s and shit, helicoptering. Goddamn, man.
Well, I was considering, picking up a bow and arrow and learning how to do that, so I could enter in on those on the circuit and hopefully get to Japan in 2020.
That's a lot of work, right?
Yes, I know.
Viper Sword.
Yes.
She's a big archer, man. She's actually pretty good. She knows everything you want to know about bows. Talk to her. She'll get you. She will hook your ass up.
Awesome.
Oh, yep.
Turn into a little Hawkeye here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Go to the Olympics and bring back the bronze, man.
Hey, Cass.
A medal is a medal.
That's right.
Oh my
How you
God,
doing,
it's
Cass?
a little cute fox.
Yif yif.
Shoot it!
Yes.
He's shooting me footing.
Go have to do what I want that to get me, boy.
What's
How you
up,
doing?
dude?
How you doing, Cass?
Doing this.
I'm doing well, and you?
We're partying.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not dead, so that's good.
Bernie Sanders is still a little upset with Venezuela. Venezuela is not your socialism.
Oh yeah.
Dear.
Well, they had to start saying that the second everybody started eating rat. It's like in a charter somewhere.
Yeah, or people started lighting police officers on fire so they could steal their body armor and ammunition and firearms.
Ratones es muy delicioso.
They don't have to eat them. They just love them.
Oh, yeah.
Tastes like chicken.
Hey, the pigeon is better.
No, it tastes like pork.
I ate my relatives last night. It tasted like chicken. My
legs
tasted like turkey.
Tastes like chicken in an ashtray put together. Dirty ashtray.
Oh man, that's disgusting, all right?
Oh, man.
That's what I imagine sewer rat shit meat would taste like.
So I think
Oh, somebody's blowing their nose.
that would be Burnside, who is still recovering somewhat from his flu.
His bout with the H1N3.
I guess the Burnside has the SARS or whatever.
No,
He has he has swine flu.
H1N1. Oh man.
He's got the hoof and mouth disease.
Oh.
Ooh.
I stepped in some hoof and mouth when I was in Germany. I'm glad I never caught it.
Oh man.
Oh dear. Okay, but on that lull, let me say thanks for having me, guys. But I got to call it quits early. It's been a ton of fun.
Party pooper.
I know. I'm sorry, Cass. Sorry, you just got here and now I'm bolting on you.
Yeah, shit happens.
Yeah, sorry, man. Next time.
See you later, comrade.
Hey, Cass, you gotta get one that's where you're playing the air bongos to do that. Okay. Because he's always playing the air bongos when he's speaking. You need one with the air bongos.
Yeah. All right. Have a good rest of the show, guys.
Take it easy.
Thanks,
man.
sir. Take it easy.
You're
out,
All right.
Be on my channel tomorrow night, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, bro.
Mhm.
Peace.
Funny.
Yep. It's nothing tastes better with your bread on the bread lines than fried rat.
I'm not even here to get food.
Salsa ratone.
Are all of y'all on Discord now that I'm thinking about it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes,
I
sir.
have Discord.
Okay.
No, I heard Rat actually makes a pretty good burger.
Rat can make
Yeah,
a
that's
pretty
what
good burger, no?
Sylvester Stallone says in Demolition Man.
Yep. El
See-
Rata.
Says the means in burger in protection.
Hamburguesa de la ratone.
I like the way he said that with conviction.
Delicioso especial.
You're gonna be. I'm gonna put you. We're gonna leave your wife. Your wife's gonna stay here, but you're gonna be
quesadilla.
You inspired me to
ambassador
start
to
drinking a Corona.
Honduras or something like that. We'll figure it out, friend. I like it though.
Ratones con jalapenos.
Cocorina.
How do you say my hemorrhoids are killing me? Spanish.
Oh God.
I don't know what the
It was like mia culo en fuego.
agresivo. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if I knew the word for hemorrhoids, then I'd be able to say that. But my Spanish is still very bad.
Damn it.
I speak 3 languages: good English, bad English, and bad Spanish.
I was gonna say speak English, Texan, and Spanish.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
English, Tex-Mex, and bad Spanish.
I only truly specialize in one language, and that is yiffing.
Yeah.
Really?
That's funny. Lord.
Well, at least you keep your hair nice when you do it. Okay, I got an NHL update, and then Burnside, if you wanna take it away with the stats, then we'll get to that.
Sweet. Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay, looks like unfortunately the Jets were not able to pull it off. That was a 4-3 final with the LA Kings. Edmonton is still up on top of Boston 2-1. They're 12:22 left in the third period. Looks like Vancouver is up on top of Colorado. They're in the second period with 10:01 left to go. And that is, I think, the only other contest that is still ongoing. And, of course, this NHL break was brought to you by the next 6 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
So I got some news for you guys.
Do ya?
I'm going to have to get some pictures online tomorrow because Portland's about to have another snowpocalypse.
Ooh.
Yeah, we've got about a half-inch of snow on the ground right now, and the roads are starting to freeze up. And so tomorrow, all of the four-wheel drive SUVs will be careening into coffee carts. So I will have to get some footage and put it online for everybody to laugh at Oregon.
Killer.
Hemorrhoids in Spanish is hemorrhoides.
Oh, hemorrhoides. Hemorrhoides. Estoy muy agresivo. Estoy fuerte.
Oh.
Esta. Let's see.
That's the hemorrhoides.
Hemorrhoides. Oh man, so I'm mixing up my conjugation as well as my shit.
God, you're
Anyway.
funnier than a nut shot.
I did mention that I made D's in Spanish in college.
You did.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I was about to mention that I saw this story on the Drudge Report. I couldn't actually click on it because it wouldn't let me go to the article, but it said in Colorado there was some place that it had dropped 72 degrees in one day.
Mm.
So that's winter. Winter is still
Very much with us.
Still very much with us. The groundhog, of course. Yeah, it saw its shadow. So that's
what it said,
6
man.
more weeks of winter.
Yeah, but
Winter
see,
is like your vindictive
I
ex on
definitely
steroids.
expect them to me because it just tastes like it just melts off in your mouth.
Oh,
What?
Oh,
but
What the
the
fuck?
six, the hedgehog out here in Seattle didn't see its shadow, and the hedgehog out here in Seattle is more right than the groundhog in Pennsylvania. So that was kind of a surprise to all of us on the West Coast.
Interesting.
Yeah, and you don't want to know the hedgehog's name, believe me.
Okay. It's not Sonic, I take it.
No, it is not Sonic. It's like Pinky Frou Frou or something like that.
Fuck, you don't name this hedgehog that.
It was San Francisco. What do you expect?
You call him Knuckles. You call him.
You know what they should call it? They should call it the
Shadow.
way.
Because you know the
ouch! The edge.
way.
The meme is real. The funny thing is I've seen some people have done like an entire Ugandan staff of Team Sonic.
Okay.
Fucking funny.
So
I want to get 3 hedgehogs, name them Knuckles, Sonic, and Shadow. And I have people yell at me, no, Knuckles is a echidna. I'm like, I don't give a shit. It is now a hedgehog.
Just slap them, tell them to shut up and go fornicate in the corner where they belong.
That's what I usually do, babe.
Just for him, right?
Fornicate in the corner.
I'm like, I'm the one owning them, not you.
oh man.
Be sure and listen to this with your headphones on.
We should put a trigger warning at the beginning of the live stream.
It should be triggered.
Fornicate on that picture of the cactus dick I sent.
Just hedgehogging it in the corner. Just
Anything's a dildo if you're brave enough.
That's
I'm not stupid enough.
Somebody's eating popcorn. Damn it, I'm brewing beer.
Fuck.
Oh,
You
man.
do need to go on to NPR and just like start reading Shakespeare or something. You'll put drivers.
Stop it. I'm getting a cramp in my side.
Maybe to have 6 do an audiobook for like 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh Lord, that would be funny.
No, not 50 Shades of Grey. The Claiming of Sleeping Beauty.
Now, that's a good book, Sarah. That might actually.
I like that.
I've read all 3 books. I love them.
I've
Only
got 'em
downside I have to it is she put in the word buttocks one too many times instead of saying ass.
True.
So we're ready to
Dead bodies, everybody.
yeah.
All right.
It is now the time where our deepest and darkest sarcasm, our most humors of gallows, our most gallows of humor, where we lament the terrible gun laws that have essentially turned the great city of Chicago into a shooting gallery because, well, the local gun ordinances prevent people from protecting themselves. So, saying that, I now sing to thee. Me, 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 me. O Ram Emanuel, the patron saint of gun control, the patron saint of nutshots, bestow us with your light. We light candles for you today, for the testicles to roll downhill. O Ram Emanuel. Take it away, Burnside.
All right. Hear ye, for this beeth the statusist as of today.
Oh, knock that off.
Oh, it's funny.
Do it in your Joker voice.
I still might be a bit too sick, but okay. Not gonna try that. That hurt.
Okay.
Oh,
Damn it.
okay. Sorry.
Clean up aisle 3.
Oh yeah, we are definitely not trying that again.
Watch your step. I think he lost a kidney.
Kidney, hell, that sounded more like a lung.
A whole third
that
of
was
a
Yep, that's the other half.
no, that was his left femur.
Oh, that was painful. All right. Anyways, so far as of today, in this month, we have a total of 29 dead bodies. We have a
Wow.
Yep, 29 homicides. 24 of those dead bodies were from bullets, which leaves a total of 100 people who have been shot and 76 people who have been shot and wounded. And since I can still read the map because it hasn't been completely crowded with bullets, it looks like we've got a competition going between 2 neighborhoods. Oh, one of which actually has a self-defense shot. Oh, who'd have thunk? Poor bastard's probably incarcerated now.
I was going to say he's probably rotting in jail now.
Yep.
How dare you defend your own life?
One brave soul in Austin contributed to the shot count by defending himself. As far as the other, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As far as the other 7 or potentially 8. Oh, nope. There's a double homicide. So that's 9. Ooh. There's 9, almost 10 shootings altogether. Yep. One of which was in self-defense. The others, just regular homicide. One was a double homicide, though. West Pullman's lagging behind, though. They've only got 5. Ooh, they're really far behind.
Sounds like somebody was an overachiever, double homicide.
Yep, well, somebody learned a couple of tricks.
Somebody got lucky.
Yep. And as far as our most favorite shots... Oh, look, we got more ass shots.
Do we?
Yeah, we've got 8 ass shots. So we've at least got a few more. We still don't have any more nut shots. We've only got 1.
Wow.
And we've got 1 more additional wait, do we or don't we? We've got 5 shots to 1 self. So I don't know if we've gained 1 or if that was the same as last time we did this.
I don't remember.
All right, well, we've got 5 total, 1 for this month, 4 for last month. And we've got a total of 87 carjackings. And as far as shot placements, yeah, wow, these people have actually learned how to fucking aim. I'm impressed.
Well, that's what happens when you actually use the sights.
Yeah, they must be listening to the show. I'd be damned. I mean, there's 25 fatal placements to the head and 25 wounding placements to the head.
Not Burnside, it's all them gangbangers that got released last year by President Obama's executive orders.
Ah, figures.
They picked up learning how to shoot in prison, you know.
We was innocent. We didn't do nothing.
Don't turn the fucking gun sideways, dumbass. Sideways is dumb, you motherfucker. You gonna hold it straight up just like normal people do, you goddamn it. I hate that bullshit. Motherfucker.
We was 3-dot sights.
We was king.
We was dead bodies.
Oh my gosh.
Which, speaking of which, the racial stats have been updated. All right. Here's our victim to assailant ratio. 62.7% black, 11.9% unknown. How? I don't know. They must have been those multi-gender people or something. 20.3 Hispanic, 5.1 white or other.
What was the percentage of black again?
62.7.
62.7% people that Al Sharpton isn't parading around the streets for. That Black Lives Matter is not parading around the streets for, because they don't go and protest those neighborhoods. No. They don't give a shit about those people.
Of course not. It was black on black crime, man. You can't protest that.
Yeah, it's not politically advantageous.
Yeah, it's that
Exactly.
politically correct to identify those 37 black victims and the 7 assailants.
Ass backwards shit. God damn.
Yeah, the race
Yep.
hucksters can't take advantage of those statistics.
It's not where the money trail's at.
Certainly not. So that was your Al Sharpton statistic for this week. That's the 62.7% of people that Al Sharpton does not give two shits about, because that doesn't help his cause or his politics or any of that other.
Or fill his pocket.
Or fill his pocket, right?
And it looks like that's really about it. Oh, one other funny one. As far as total causes of death, big surprise in this one. 86.4% gunshots. 13.6% other, which would be trauma, stabbing, child abuse, strangulation, and tuberculosis? What?
Yeah.
It's TBD. I don't know if that's tuberculosis or to be determined. To be determined. Okay.
We just can't tell what killed these people.
That's none by my favorite implement, Burnside. None by hammer.
Nope, none by a hammer.
Oh man, them assault hammer bans must have gone into effect.
Nothing like a good old claw hammer to the back of the head, man. Just put them down like that.
Yeah. That's what I loved about Manhunt. Claw hammers.
Oh man. So is that? I guess Burnside.
Burnside.
Blasting nostrils. Give me a second.
All right.
Blasting nostrils.
You can't blast your nostrils in Chicago. That's that's considered self-defense, and you'll spend the night in jail for that.
Well, that's a metaphor for getting fucked up on cocaine, man. I'm blasting my nostrils, man.
Sounds like there's a spider on his nose and he's gonna pop a 9mm to kill it.
Shit was so good, my cartilage fell out. I mean, it just dropped right out of my nose. Right, don't fucking hit the table.
Now I'm Michael Jackson.
Oh man.
Oh Lord.
So was that the? Did you have any more stats for us, man?
I think that's about it.
Okay.
More for the blood god.
Yes, more for the blood god. More for the gods of gun control. The ones who ask us to light candles.
Those teenagers weren't enough. We need more.
Those that desire candles. For there must be testicles. Testicles that roll downhill for gun control. For gun control.
Yeah, if anything, next week I'll go over the neighborhoods because there's slim pickings as far as bullets, bullet to neighborhood ratio. That was the only other really interesting thing. Everything else is, pretty much the same.
Well,
Guns for the soy collectors. That was a good one.
I got some bad news from Oregon.
What's that?
Yeah, Governor Brown just signed yet another gun control legislation, this time closing what they were calling the boyfriend loophole.
The fuck?
Boyfriend's gonna die?
So 2 years ago, Governor Brown, right after she took office from ousted Governor Kitzhaber, signed a piece of legislation that allowed the removal of gun rights if an individual was placed under a restraining order by a judge.
Wow.
Yeah.
If they lived with the person receiving the restraining order. So this week, she signed a new one that also includes those people you don't live with. So now literally a random woman on the other side of the city could go to court, take out a restraining order against me for domestic violence, and get my gun rights taken away, even if I don't know her.
What
and I have
the
no
fuck?
recourse.
Wow.
Good Lord.
And I have no recourse because as long as the restraining order is out, I can't get my rights reinstated.
That
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Thank you, Tara.
Lol.
that is quite fucked up. That
Yep.
is that is fucked up beyond all repair.
Fubar, you might say?
Yes. You might say it's a situation normal, all fouled up.
Snafu.
Mhm.
But yeah, and they are trying to pass a magazine cap along with a cap and trade tax this year. So should they pass the cap and trade, I probably will be finding a way to flee Oregon.
Well, there's plenty of room in Texas. You like
We've already-
spicy food?
I love spicy food, Six, but we've already talked. If I'm coming as far east as Texas, I might as well just take the time and cross the Mississippi back home to Tennessee.
Okay. No.
Maybe go to Shelby County and get a job as a guard.
hey, you'll rise the ranks very quickly because I think
You'll be able to lock doors.
I can lock doors. I understand what keep a person shackled means, and I know how to use a baton.
we really like this veteran guy here. He just showed up, and damn, he's
good.
His new ideas have revolutionized our operation.
Who'd have thought a lock would have done so much for us? God damn.
Hey, I'm just glad they're already wearing shoes. Some of them folk out in Knoxville and Johnson City still don't wear shoes. Okay.
I hear you,
Oh,
dude.
that's funny.
Well, you
Yeah,
know,
give 'em my
Tennessee,
application while you're at it.
Tennessee's up there in their Rocky Top, Tennessee Marine. And I grew up in Nashville. I lived in Nashville from the age of like 9 months until my 16th, second half of my 16th year. And so I know my way around Tennessee. I like that place. Lots of hillbillies.
Lived in Murfreesboro for about 6 months.
Oh yeah, Murfreesboro, MTSU. Yes.
Yeah, Murfreesboro is big city compared to Shelby.
Yeah. In Nashville,
Murfreesboro is fucking tiny.
unrecognizable.
Tell me how you really feel, Tara. I mean, shit, the city I lived in only had 500 people in it. We had 12.
I've got that on.
Well, you got to understand. I'm used to living in a town that constantly is getting an influx of students,
Alligators.
Because fuck off.
Hey,
Lake Alice, the alligators in Lake Alice have only eaten one dog this year.
It's February. They're still getting
There's
warmed
still
up.
plenty of time for them to eat more dogs and be violated by more drug addicts.
Okay, seriously, a friend of mine was sitting down at Lake Alice, and he was sitting there, token up, and this chick is on her cell phone, and she walks by walking this little chihuahua, and she's just standing there by the water's edge, and out jumps an alligator, snatches up the fucking dog, and she's like, "Save my dog!" And he's like, "The dog's fucked."
No
And
shit.
there's signs that say, "Do not go near water's edge."
Oh, yeah, I know. I've been to Florida plenty of times. Granted, that was back in the 80s and 90s when there weren't as many gators.
Yeah, they're no longer on the
Oh.
endangered species list, and we now have a hunting season.
I know. Shoot, Oregon's talking about finally opening up a hunting season for the wolves because we've got more than 60 mating pairs right now.
Sweet.
Yeah, except the governor's refusing to sign an order for it.
Oh, of course he is, because he's a communist.
No, she.
Oh God,
Governor
no
Kate
wonder.
Brown. Governor Kate Brown, the first bisexual governor in the United States.
All right.
They parade that out every. Oh, irate. Trust me, it is not an accomplishment. She is.
In other words, she'd take whatever she can find.
She wears these big plastic frame glasses that make her eyes look 20 times larger.
Oh Lord.
She looks like she should be, wiping her nose with the edge of her shirt, and in a library or something like that. She's just hideous. Yeah, she's refusing to sign an order, and she's trying to stop hunting in Oregon altogether.
Well,
geez.
it's the nerdy ones that are the kinkiest.
Hey, now, if she was kinky, I'd know about it. Trust me.
Yes, the bookish. Yeah, that's right. The bookish ones are the freaky. Yeah, they read a lot.
The nerds are kind of kinky in those Silicon Valleys.
Yeah.
Public knowledge, because we have a leather pride parade every May. And she would march because she would have taken advantage to show it off because it would have gotten her more votes.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Come on, guys. I'm in Oregon. We have a naked bike ride and SantaCon. This thing's nuts.
Mr. B, we're going to the leather march.
You guys have seen the meme of Darth Vader riding around in the kilt with his bagpipes, right?
Wait, what?
That happens in Portland downtown regularly.
That's funny. Darth Vader with bagpipes.
Yeah, he rides a unicycle, and he goes to Saturday Market every week.
That's funny shit.
There's a guy down at Saturday Market that wears a full classic Scottish great kilt and plays the didgeridoo too.
Interesting. But I don't know about this leather
you
march.
You didn't know the power of the dark ride.
Yeah. I fear that bureaucrat might violate me, just like that other bureaucrat started violating all sorts of people when they joined the hashtag #MeToo dumbassery.
No. No one gets to violate you but me.
Oh, I hope so.
That bureaucrat's down in California, man.
Oh, Lord.
Not Oregon's.
No. Well, I think your Oregonian bureaucrat's probably going to try and violate me and just go, blah, 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 votes I can get from this one. The violated, I'm up. Let's go. Oh, the hell you do. Ow. Oh,
the gun control.
See, the thing is, I don't have kids. I can go to jail.
See what Cassie's talking about?
Well, you could always bring Tara up to one of the private pirate events.
Oh, Lord.
They get just as wild as the pride parades do.
I don't attend the pride parades. Not that
Talk
homo.
about Bachnal.
To who to what?
The pride parades here don't get that bad.
Pirate events in Oregon become Bachnals when the sun goes down.
What's a Bachnal? Dare I ask?
Like the Bacchus, the celebration of Bacchus.
Like the celebration.
Bacchus was the god of wine and sex and
Rome.
Sex.
Oh, so they become
Debauchery.
they become fornicate. Oh, debaucherous festivals.
Yes.
Lovely.
Mega orgies.
In fact, one of the
Drinking
pirate
food.
events, you can only get in if you're over 21.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Arrgh.
No clothing required.
Mr. B, we're going.
Oh, Lord.
And it's the king and queen elections, so everybody's throwing parties trying to get you to vote for their king and queen candidate.
As long as it's not actual bureaucrats I'm voting for, that's fine.
No, you're voting for figureheads.
You're voting for pirates, man.
Yep,
All
we're
right.
pirates.
Arrgh.
All right, that I can deal with. That sounds good enough to me.
And just think about it, Mr. V. You could have an orgy.
Oh boy, I'll need a tetanus shot.
You don't need to come out for pirate events to have an orgy. I know the swingers clubs in Portland. I can make sure you get the right ones.
Oh Lord.
They're all private clubs, so you have to have somebody who knows where they are to get you there, but I know where they are.
No, I don't do the swinger thing.
Oh, come on, Tara. Hot tubs?
Hot tubs fun. Oh,
No.
sign me up.
I don't like hot tubs.
Oh,
I love hot
I
tubs.
thought that there was some kind of joke behind that.
Co-ed naked hot tubs.
Yeah. Why not?
Nah,
Mhm.
there's only one dick I want.
Oh, aren't you sweet?
You know it, Puddin'.
Oh, I do my Joker voice, but the last time I tried to, I just hacked up my lung.
Raining monkey.
I thought that was your left femur.
Wow.
That was a couple things.
It was his diaphragm.
Oh, man.
Wow. What petty bullshit.
Spitting out his kneecap.
Raining monkey.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Sorry about that, Joe. Hot mic humor.
Lol.
I heard something about ranting monkey.
Oh, shit.
Wait, what?
Was it a drunken monkey?
Dang.
What,
Yes.
what did he do now?
Now, Uzi Q challenged ranting monkeys worldviews regarding Kumite, etc. And his spouse unfollowed Uzi Q.
Wow.
Ooh, dun dun dun.
Yeah.
Lady monkeys.
Lady
not
monkey?
unfollowed her.
Yeah.
Really?
Ooh, sounds like lots of dramaticism and goatoration.
Oh,
The internet
yes,
must be
more
very
drama.
pleased.
It's just like fucking, it's just really interesting form of pettiness with that bunch.
Yeah, people like to have sex with keyboards. It's what they do.
Yeah, I feel you. I agree.
It's like
Blood
everyone
sport,
stopped talking
keyboard,
about-
fornication.
Yeah.
That'll be the next e-sport. Keyboard fornication. I'm telling you, man.
Bernie Sanders approves this drama.
Did
Let my
you
enemies
say-
fight themselves.
you say Brony Santa?
Bernie Sanders.
Oh, that's Bernie.
Brony Santa. I like that one better.
Brony
No,
Sanders.
no, Brony Santa. I thought he said Brony Santa. I was like, what the fuck?
We got a title for this one.
Oh, man.
Oh, Lord.
Sorry that personal information got out.
It's all good.
That's all right.
It is.
Don't worry. We don't have sex with keyboards, so we're not going to be bantering about it.
Is he
We're,
cute?
we're likely not going to give a flying fuck.
She has a mind of her own.
Yeah.
Yes, and I love her for it.
So do you got any more crazy crap going on? Any more stupid shit? I think, I don't know, any more dead bodies?
Not that I know of.
How about the bitches down the road trying to start trouble with Katrina?
Katrina loves trouble. And men. Mostly
No,
trouble.
they're
though.
trying to start shit with her.
Oh boy, we're never gonna hear
She's
the end of
minding
this
her
shit.
own damn business, and she was talking to some of our friends about her former roommate I told you guys about.
Captain
And
Diddler.
yeah. And the chick thought that she was talking about her case, her DCF case. And so now she wants to whoop Katrina's ass. And I'm like, hey, I have glasses. She punches me and breaks my glasses. I have legal right to whoop her ass.
Yay. She's gonna be an old-fashioned It's going to be an old-fashioned trailer park brawl. Sweet.
We're not in a trailer park. We're in the ghetto.
Well, you're in Florida.
It's
all the same thing.
I was going to say.
I was hoping for a traditional cat fight here, so I guess I was just outvoted.
No, we're going to get the banjos, the pigs, and the mud pit.
Hey, now. That's Kentucky.
No. I'm not doing no mud pit. I do cherry jello.
Guns are evil, okay?
Now we've got the chat wanting to hop in on this fucking fist fight. This should be entertaining.
What are they saying? Because I can't pull it up right now.
I just checked it a moment ago. Malevolent Riders cheering for it. Death Rukin's like, all right, I got a bat and a sword. I'm in.
What the fuck?
I've got several swords.
Oh, joy, this should be funny.
All we need is a guy with a blue face paint and a rousing speech. And we'll have ourselves a nice big ghetto blast.
I've got plenty of blue face paint, and I can do a rousing speech.
This should be entertaining.
Y'all got to fly me out, though.
Oh, Lord.
Mr. B, you can sell the tickets.
Sure, by all means. I'll sell the tickets, and if anyone gets a ring out, I'll beat them with a stick. What are you doing ringing yourself out? Get the fuck back in there. Make me money, goddammit. Get back in there, crack baby. No alligators to have sex with today. Get the hell back in the ring, fucker.
Crack baby.
Oh, Lord. Oh, there was one thing I did forget earlier. There's supposed to be a nationwide gun control march coming this Saturday, if I remember correctly.
Well, the media has been pushing for it pretty hard.
Oh, yeah, of course. We got a Republican in office, so the only thing they can do is make all sorts of crazy shootings happen and shit that shouldn't be happening in the first place, and then say, oh, it's because we have this thing called a firearm and it exists. So, yeah, boo-hoo-hoo.
Ban all the guns. Guns are the root of all evil. I'm Bernie Sanders.
Well, in this case, it was the FBI that was the root of all evil because it was them who dropped the ball. That allowed
the
this to
FBI
happen.
are good guys because they're for socialism.
Oh my god. Oh, fucking Cass, you're funny, dude.
We're keeping him.
Okay.
Indeed.
He's going to be my pet hyena.
Wait, what?
Fox.
It'll be Bernie and Billy in 2020, baby. Party time, motherfuckers.
Here's how Bernie can still win.
Oh, man.
That's right. Free prostitution. What the fuck? Government paid. Come on down.
Oh, Lord. Lovely. That's what my texts are going to these days. Oh, fuck.
Burnside
No,
gets
right.
the joke about Cass being my hyena.
What
Yep.
goes great with a slice of bread? Prostitution.
It's what your taxes are apparently paying for.
And what smells like wet bread? Laura Loomer's vagina, apparently.
Oh,
Did you hear that, man? The wet bread thing?
Lord.
Did y'all hear that?
I did not hear that one.
Oh my God, yeah, man. The dude said that you'll excuse me, please, Tara, but yeah, the guy said that that her nether region smelled like wet bread.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
The bitch didn't take a shower before.
Yeah, and then that's the one that she said she wanted to like make beautiful Jewish and Aryan babies with that guy and stuff, man. Yeah, that was a classic.
It's one or the other. You can't have both. It's either Hebrew or Aryan. You can't have both. That's a genetic contradiction in and of itself.
She's Ashkenazi.
Oh, Lord.
Come
Then
on.
she needs to burn. She needs to burn at the stake or in the oven or on something.
Now, Burnside, I'm point four Ashkenazi Jewish.
That's right.
0.4. There's got to be a genetic error of some kind or another. Come on, we can salt that out of you, 6.
I've had Jewish in me, but then we broke up.
Yeah.
He didn't have a swooshing pack off.
Yeah, the old
No, actually, he did.
What was
it's the old pickup line, you know, you got any Irish in you? Would you like a little more Irish in you?
Yeah, Tara, was he a cheap date?
Yes, very, very cheap date. We never went anywhere.
We're going Dutch, honey.
His mother made dinner. We were in high school.
Oh, Lord. Terrible.
Well, she's a sixer, but we'll have her in yeshiva school in no time. We'll that's gonna be no problem, son.
And that being said, it is the 6-minute warning brought to you by the next 6 minutes.
Oh, Lord. Oh, boy, I love Jew jokes. That's half the fun of Wednesdays.
It's actually Tuesday.
I know. I'm looking forward to tomorrow because there'll be more Jew jokes. All right. So do we start doing outros now then?
I guess so.
All right. We're going to do it from left to right then. Cass, go. Do your shit.
All right, I'm Kaz Warfox, and you can find my channel through the same name and picture I use here. I do politics and gaming stuff, so if you're interested, and provided you can handle my yiffing personality, please subscribe. If not for me, for socialism! I'm Bernie Sanders, I approve this message!
Oh, Lord. All right. Irate Prostate, you're next. Go.
All right. Tomorrow night we will be doing Chaos 120 from my spread. So looking forward to it. And on Thursday, a sci-fi call-in during the afternoon with Big Fat Brian. We're going to go over the movies. We're going to compare and contrast the movies The Ritual and The Temple. And all the and then afterward, we'll talk about Altered Carbon. This is stuff that's all available on Netflix. And then awesome. Friday, of course, the Cream Stream, as usual. And then Saturday, Drinks with Friends. And Sunday, possibly Sloppy Seconds. It depends on.
Oh my.
Yeah, it depends on how bad Sir Adamantine's hangover is. So, you think I'm kidding?
He's not kidding.
Oh Lord. Sir Adamantine, the sodomite.
He's a fantastic person, man.
He's funny as shit. I like the guy.
Yes, he is, man. And he will tell you what he thinks.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. All right, Veteran Mountain Man, you're next.
Well, you can catch me on YouTube and most of the social medias at the same username. And if you like a little bit of political rhetoric, come on over because I do a show every day.
Sweet. All right, Tara, you're next, dear.
I'm Tara Sin. You can find me, of course, on IMVU, YouTube, and Twitter. And I'm starting my own very small business of making different crafts, such as holiday wreaths, tote bags, such as that. So hit me up on one of those.
Good gifts for your woman. Hint, hint, cheap asses. All right, 6, you're next.
Hello, I am the next 6 minutes. I find all but 0.4% of Jewish jokes funny.
Oh,
dude.
shit. That's good. That's fucking good.
I have the next 6 minutes channel. You must spell out the word 6 if you want to find my channel, or if you look on any of my videos, I will usually have a link to my primary channel if you are viewing them from my next live streams channel. Because if you're already viewing my other content, you're already on my primary channel. So there you go. Let's see. I have a tea time stream coming up this weekend. I don't know exactly what the topic is going to be, but it's going to be fun. I will start throwing out invitations and settling on a topic tomorrow. So if you want to hear some really cool shit, then swing by my next live streams channel on Sunday afternoon, and I will have some tea, and we will all have fun.
Yay!
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 It is oppressive. It is the symbol of westernization and colonization.
Hey, will everybody link their channels in on the side chat here so I can make sure I got everybody loaded on my YouTube? Support my friends.
All right, I'll give you my thingamajigger.
And I want every inch.
Mine.
Speaking of thingamajiggers, everyone watching here, I am the Burnside Film Project. You probably know who the hell I am. I'm on Gabby is the same name. On YouTube is the same name. Or just look up Frank Rizzo Burnside Bombs. You should be able to find it. I'm on I'm on Discord. Just look for this logo. I'm the only person that has it. And I'm on Twitter as Burnside_bombs. And that's about it. That's about it. All right. Well, it's at that hour, so you motherfuckers have a good one. Thanks for watching.
Ciao.
Take it easy.
Take it easy, guys.
If motherfuckers.